It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Voyagers, leader at linebacker, whose season total sits at 61 tackles coming into this one. It's the Voyagers and the Nighthawks on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad to have you with us, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up here in the broadcast booth. And Brock, one side with a clear advantage coming into this one, coming off the bye week. On their opposition, well, not only are they less rested, but they're coming off a big L as well.
Just a reality. Just a reality of the NFL that every season you're going to catch somebody coming off a bye or in more time to rest up than you did. And if you feel sorry for yourself, well, you're probably going to lose. When these games come along, it's time to grit your teeth and work even harder on those tired legs. You're going to see a lot of teams in that spot try some big plays early to grab that momentum right from the jump.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off from British Columbia. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. From the 29. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give it to him again. And he'll get it up to the 44. 5 yards on the play. They can just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Headed out right. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll give him a first down. They go play action here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. And the Nighthawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That's complete. Cole Kmet. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play Play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. He'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. He has the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Nighthawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Return coming from the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Voyagers headed back out on offense as we get a look at their receiver. And you can see he's in chase mode, trying his best to catch the league leader in receiving. Right now, sitting in 2nd place. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. That one's incomplete over the middle.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking for a throw here. Into traffic, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
It's his running back. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 1st down.
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Here's a throw. Laporta with the grab. And that's good for a gain of 5. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down. Back to throw. He's got it near the 10. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Voyagers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers tie this game 7-7. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Back now, pressure on its way. Komet brings it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're set up at the 35 now. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're a quarter of the way through. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its stride. From the 33 on 2nd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Voyagers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Dumped off to his running back. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Voyagers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First and 10 from the 41. Pass play now. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Setting up a throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he'd love to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to reach his own 20 before stepping out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Able to hit Robinson, complete. That one gains 7. And that gives them the 1st.
That's good for Vancouver. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds Laporta. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
The slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, they'll run. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Caught by his back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Greg Newsome bringing that play to an end. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Finds a man right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Running for it again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This only a chip shot from the right hash. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Nighthawks and this running back headed back out for a new series. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Fires right away, but incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to the air here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 34 yards on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. Not sure altered the throw. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it again here. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Nighthawks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Nighthawks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dropping back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The Nighthawks flying out their punt team. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. There's enough time they can work in a field goal. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the defense. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Moore's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Pass play coming here. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've arrived at halftime. The Voyagers out in front in Vancouver. Now from our neighbors to the north, we'll head back to the U.S. in Orlando. Got our EA Sports halftime report with Jonathan Coachman coming up.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Nighthawks back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Lone back gets the handoff. Has room down the left sideline. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Nighthawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Nighthawks make it 17-all. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Voyagers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Just 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Another carry for him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, looking to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
He picks up 15 on the play, and that'll give him a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running back sent in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the football's loose. Scooped up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a
Previous play
turnover.
is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the
Take
play,
that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. They'll run now on 2nd down. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. A gain of about 3, so a 1/3 of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And they'll have 1st down.
That's good for 8.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Back to throw. This one's caught. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Voyagers grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers break that tie and now lead by 7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Gibson now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. They'll run here from the gun. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. 3rd and 4 coming up now. They'll throw it. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Chased out to his right. He connects downfield on 4th. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. They're going play action. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. He gets him 8 yards, but they still need 12 now on 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Handoff now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. He's going to throw this one. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's is their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Back to throw on third down. Buys time, rolling right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the fourth. A lot of room they need here. It's fourth and a long 8. Back to throw, needing a first. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, first and 10. The Voyagers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get an even 10 on that play. And they're going to have a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll take it ahead down to the 33. He made him 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Now looking to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's into the hands of Moore. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Nighthawks now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back out runs their offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He goes as a gain of 19 yards, and it'll give him a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They give it to him again. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Voyagers getting ready to punt this skyward. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Back to throw now. The ball's out, he lost it. It's picked up by the defense. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take
Previous
another
play
look at
is
this
under
one.
review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll run here on 1st down. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
On first down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. It's the 2-minute warning here in Vancouver. Nighthawks pushing to get within range for a game winner. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Simple dive up the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Gotta figure out this third down here. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on a return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They get 27 on the play. And it sets up first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Complete out to the right. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Broken up by a big guy at the line. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. They get this down to the 28. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finds Laporta. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Has it down close. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Gibson now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense getting set to go. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He'll look to throw it. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. Not thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they face second down. He's dropping back to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From midfield now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So second down coming up. Still sticking with the passing game. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with third and long. Now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. From inside the one, here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Voyagers, and we'll see you next time from Vancouver.